But if it's just like an item, I'm usually like, oh, it's like a leaf from the forest, whatever. We can like skim past shit like that. Yeah.
Anything that's not in your materials pouch, you're supposed to acquire.
I know.
Usually those fancy spells you gotta pay money for. Like, oh, it needs a diamond or some shit.
Yeah, if I ever cast those, I honestly take the gold out of my bag. Like for like summon celestial, it's like you need a reliquary of 600 gold. That's why I've only cast it one time because that was like all my gold.
I had a lot of money.
God damn.
Yeah, that's why, or whatever I did to summon the Sharktopus, the flaming Sharktopus. I took all that money out of my bag. That's
So
why I am broke. It was like a diamond or something. I'm like, I don't think we have time to get a diamond that's worth 300 gold. Okay, done.
Absolutely did not close the door.
Oh fuck! I just pulled up pitch like we were just doing that. Okay, I'm on Calagath. No Josh tonight?
No.
Oh, he's on
Of course
vacation.
not.
Yeah, he went on vacation.
A permanent vacation from D&D with us?
Yeah.
Feels like it.
He's had time. Never mind.
Let us all just continue as if.
Well, we tried waiting for him and like doing that side quest, so to speak. But now I think it's perfectly fine to leave him behind.
Well, I mean, he's only had 5 weeks. So.
I just don't care. Every Josh we've ever had come into the group flakes on us.
So true.
Like literally, this is the third.
It's a curse.
So many Joshes.
I'm gonna point that out. Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Let's go. We
Was that right? That was the last time. Whenever I posted in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Patch turned to a crow.
Yes, among many other things. Does anyone remember what happened last time on D&D?
I'm not going back through the notes.
I did. I broke the law of equivalent exchange, and banished some things that were after us. The floor dropped down, and we were sitting there trying to get John out of the little drop down elevator, not elevator, but trap thing. The whole floor dropped. And then we got the silver shit, which I'm sure had a name, but I don't remember. And Patrick drank it because he accepts all fucking curses that we come across. Apparently, and it's just like hell yeah.
I'm curious like a cat.
And then he became prehistoric.
Do you remember why you're here and what you're doing?
We're looking for the sword with the sunlight that is Strahd's brother's.
Exactly.
I do. I even remember popping up on the not burglars, but
Tomb Raiders?
Yeah. Dirty spelunkers.
Mm-hmm.
And they're fucking teleporting cats.
So, Dathis, right?
Yes.
You recover over a period of time. It takes a little bit to get used to it. Your party members will notice you being significantly taller and much thinner. The clothes hang off you.
Very live.
So you bought 2 sizes too large and will have to be refastened. Your breastplate or whatever armor you're wearing will have to have a few clasps done in so that it doesn't hang off you and get in the way. But you arise as a human, mostly. You do feel things a little bit differently now. You, without conscious thought or attempt, you track the slightest movement with your eyes. Your hearing attunes to the smallest sound. You seem to preternaturally keep track of all moving things around you and be aware of your surroundings. What do you say to your new changes?
I don't know. Works for
Uh,
me. I'm happy with the
I
way
was
that.
gonna ask,
Interested to see what I can do.
is your transformation driven by the moon, or is this like?
Oh, that's a
Can
real
you
good question.
decide when that happens?
I think I can. Don't I pick it? Don't I choose?
Your stats changed. Did you do that?
I changed on my character sheet the things that changed.
Are we level 10 or are we supposed to be level 9?
10.
Okay.
10.
We are 10? Okay, I gotta level up, but continue.
As an action, you can change.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the moon or its
The
phases.
moon.
Do you have a hankering for insects
Human
and small
blood.
rodents?
Or human blood.
Do your
Oh.
bones feel a little bit lighter?
Oh, that was all there before this change even happened.
If you have a platinum piece, Dathis might be interested in it.
It's Chinese.
I take out a platinum piece and kind of just flick it in the air and catch it.
He goes, go.
Involuntarily.
And you
Yeah.
can see Dathis' eyes following it very exactly, whether he wants to or not.
Well, that's creepy. Okay, so giant tomb full of bird bones. Bird
Look away.
sticks.
Look away, Patch.
I'm expected to run into an Alfred Hitchcock soon.
You took some time recovering from your change, becoming one of the flock. Now that time has passed, the banishment ends of the Amber Golem. You hear a loud crash from the tomb setting that you had just left in the other vault. You hear a raucous crash, and then the thunderous sound of stone upon stone as this giant golem smashes its rocky hands into, you presume, other rocks to get purchase and head your direction. What do you do about this?
Look, I'm not in the mood to fight this thing again or another one.
Yeah, we'll try and delve deeper into the tomb.
You do have a giant rock wall in front of you, and it cannot fit through the vault door.
Yeah, I don't want to take that chance.
I just don't want to be near it anymore.
Rock, so yeah, no.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable for me.
You have two vaults remaining. One to the left and one to the right. I don't know if that's actually true, but it is now. You have two that unexplored. Both doors closed and ready for you.
Oh, well, thank God Flame Strike doesn't have an item component. I'm looking at these now.
It should be only the wacky stuff, the real game changers.
Hold monster. A small, straight piece of iron. That's just stupid.
I
right.
think that's easy enough to find. Left or right? What say you, bird and party?
I'm kind of
What you feeling,
interested
Jan?
in going to the right.
Yeah, I say we
The
follow
right.
Harvey.
I said let's do it.
Another vault, another door. You're experts at this by now. Opening it. The door leads to a massive rectangular hallway. It is mostly collapsed inside here, seemingly having suffered from some great avalanche. I don't know what you'd call an inner mountain avalanche, but for lack of a better word.
Landslide.
Sure, yeah.
Might be a good word.
Some of the stone gives way to what was once within, and you can see small remnants of iron bars, square, small, and rusted spaces. Within some of them, skeletal remains are still intact. A very old, now destroyed jail, long since abandoned. Those that were kept within, also just as abandoned as the jail itself. In the tattered debris, and from the small areas that are still uncovered, you see an unfortunate truth start to form. Some of the prisoners carry items showing the Morning Lord's emblem. Some have a familiar dragon filigree, reminiscent of the Order of the Silver Dragon. Others seem to be simply upstart adventurers, likely on the same quest you were on now. To put it simply, this is a jail for the good who oppose Strahd, not any criminals. You stand in the long forgotten, now more accurately a crypt, and that's what you see.
Didn't I try to use the like remove curse on these people before? Well, not these, but the other ones.
Remove curse on what? What are you talking about, Lewis?
You
The
did
one,
on,
the ones turned to stone.
Oh, the amber? Yes, I think so.
Oh, were they amber? Okay,
Yeah, they're encased in amber.
thought I was remembering stone, but okay. Yeah, that's probably not do anything. Hmm. I checked their pockets for money. No, that's horrible.
You're gonna have to break in to get that.
I mean, investigation.
You could.
Good.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you guys want to fuck about in here, or just kind of keep on rolling on?
well, we could try to see what's on their bodies to see if there's any information that we can get about prior
Yeah, but
activities in here.
there's a lot of living dead things in here, so they might just like.
Yeah, but they're intact skeletons. They're either alive or they're animated. And if they're not moving when we get close to the wall, then there's no
Did they make a
reason.
neat xylophone noise when they animate?
Do they do?
They are within cages, so you feel moderately safe.
Yeah, let's
I'll-
check.
Yeah,
We
I
check
was
the
gonna.
bodies.
Yeah. That's a 24 for investigation.
Okay. Taking the time to investigate, you find a couple of things. There's all manner of weaponry. It seems that whatever imprisoned these people, the ones that were armed, feared not the prisoners keeping their weapons. Seems that they pose no threat to the jail keepers. You find flails, maces, large shields,
Sounds like a hot Saturday night.
couple of chain shirts and leather armors. Looking through some more, there is an intact oil lamp. It's always useful.
Yeah, I'll actually take that and replenish the oil reserves that I have for mine.
Digging through pockets, the jail cells are quite small, inhumane almost, and you can kind of just reach in this large rectangular room. You can find in total, counting gold rings, gold chains, miscellaneous jewelry, and precious metals that people have on them, as well as gold coins. You can find about 112 gold in this place.
What is that among three? 112.
22. That's 37.
Okay.
You rolled like a 24, is that right?
Yeah.
As you're investigating and going through the pockets of each person in the squares, you have to push rocks out of the way, and some huge, like most of the area is inaccessible, but you do with the best you can. One person has a concealed pocket in his coat. Seems to be one of the upstart adventurers I mentioned, and he has a potion of healing in there, hidden away.
I'll gather that because that replenishes the potion I used to fill that flask. the silver fluid for Patrick.
About halfway through your investigation, you hear a banging, a loud, thunderous, repetitive smashing on a wall nearby.
All right, fellas, it feels like we need to try to find a way to move or hide some. Because I don't know if this is gonna keep coming or if it's gonna break through or just if it's gonna stop. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like we need to get the fuck out of here before that thing makes its way downtown.
Okay, yeah, let's keep going.
Leaving, you were left with one last vault. Last one on the line. You hear the thunderous smash very clearly as you leave one vault into the main hallway. It is indeed coming from the Raven burial ground, and you see the ripple effect of such a tremendous smash hitting the wall, but it is a lot of thick rock, so it only moves very slightly, disturbing a great deal of dust in the air. You don't see any cracks or anything like that just yet. Entering the final vault, I assume.
Correct.
The third vault leads to a stairway going down. Huge steps of pure golden amber lead you down further into the mountain. The amber feels very soft under your feet, as though if you stayed on it too long, you would sink down within it. The steps are huge, wide, and long, and require careful stepping down as to not lose balance. After walking a good bit on these golden stairs, finally you reach the bottom. You see a large room open outward to you. In the center, a statue of Strahd stands tall and noble. Strahd is depicted here, strangely, with 4 arms. Each arm points to a room, and in his hands there are 4 items: a dagger, a chisel, a sword, and a book.
Not touch anything.
Excuse me. I guess we might as well inspect the doors to see if we can get any type of inclination, kind of an idea of what they would be made of, and if
Inspect
anything matches
the.
what his arms have.
I'd like to inspect the stuff in his hands.
They are stone cast, made of the same simple kind of stone-hewn statue that the Strahd himself is made of.
When you move at all, if you like mess with them or anything.
You could try.
No. I'm gonna cast detect trap.
You detect no trap in the area. And the doors, as asked, are simple, unassuming, and wooden. And are closed, but seem to have no lock. Only a sort of pushing device on them. Sort of like a handle that you push outward into.
All right. I'll spend some time at each door, checking to see if it's got traps on it or anything. Anything non-magical, at least.
Give me 4 perceptions then.
4
I'll
perceptions.
go.
All right.
I'll go down my list in order.
First one is a 29.
Okay.
Second is a 15.
Okay.
A 12. And a 27.
Garrett, I'm gonna send you this thing. But by pure luck, I did not break the rules, apparently.
Okay. You can sense no traps whatsoever. At least on the doorways.
Alright, well, the doors seem like they're fine. There's nothing mechanically trapping them. Magically, I can't quite say. That's not really my specialty, so. If they are trapped with any type of runes, well, I guess we're going to find out.
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
I detected everything.
Well, no, it says
No, I'm picking.
You detect any magical presence or object within a certain distance of you.
within 30 feet of myself, but it also has a faint aura. Oh no, you can use your action to see a faint aura. Invisible creature or object in the area that bears magic. And you learn in School of Magic.
You're a little bubbly there, Patch.
Is that better? Is that better?
That's better.
Okay. It says you can use your action to see a faint aura around an invisible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you can learn the school of magic within. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it's blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, and 3 feet of wood or dirt.
You do feel a strong magical aura. The magic is coming from the room with the chisel that Strahd is pointing at.
Who
I
wants
don't
to go that
remember
way?
any significance of a chisel, unless I'm just like losing my mind here. A book and a sword, yes, but a chisel?
Oh, it was a dagger.
Yeah, I'm not recalling anything other than just those two. Well, why don't we check the other doors before we go to the magical one? See what we could possibly get. You know what? I'm gonna walk up to the one that's pointing for the book, and I want to go through the book, the journal, and see if there's anything that might have a clue about it.
You guys read the journal pretty thoroughly. A few books were mentioned, but not of any note. Mostly just like a familial history, and occasionally before Strahd's change, he would reference strategy books by ancient generals and that sort of thing.
Well, all we can do is just kind of hit it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we have any other choice. Really,
Yeah.
just try our
I
best.
said I wasn't going to touch anything, but I go and I open the door.
I mean, I was gonna take and push the book against the door
I
first.
mean, I could summon some animals to open the doors.
I pull at those sexy, sexy little handles. Are there handles?
Opening the room that Strahd points to with his tome, opening it, you open to a very large and long room. This seems to be an almost surgical room. Tools of medicine line the walls, as well as simple beds now empty.
I don't
All
like it
manner
already.
of person and creature are dissected and vivisected here. Um, Bear pelts lay drying, long since, kind of dry molded into nothing, but you see bones, pelts, feelers, fangs, all sorts, all laid out and categorized. Towards the far edge of the long room, surrounded by massive stacks of books, quills, and inks, is a very strange creature, seemingly in stasis. Large flesh ball with a slit for a giant eye in its center and a wide, kind of like a straight slit of a mouth. On its head, no hair sits. Instead, it has many eye stalks, all of which hang dormantly, flaccidly.
Okay.
We're not fighting it, motherfucker.
I've seen enough anime to know where this goes.
You guys do know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah.
fucking Pan's Labyrinth thing?
No.
No, it's a Oh shit! I just had the name of it.
You're out of characters, no, it's a beholder, but in
Yeah,
characters, you've never seen such
yeah.
things.
Yeah.
It's,
I'm just gonna, yeah, my character's just gonna be like, what the fuck is that thing?
Yeah, I'm not curious enough. I'm gonna ignore this room.
I'm gonna turn around and
But come
lock the fucking
on!
door. No, James, I am not going to bed. I will lock your ass in there if you start shit.
Alrighty, well, that's another room.
Jesus Christ.
3 other rooms await you.
Oh, man.
Choose. wisely.
I do feel like they have chosen one.
Yeah, that's the wisest choice we've made
What do you
so
think?
far.
Not fun,
Sword or
but
dagger?
what?
Sword, dagger, and chisel remain. What do you do?
Sword or dagger next? Which one? What do y'all think?
I feel like this is gonna be one of those things where it's like the obvious choice is the choice you should make. My vote is sword.
All right, so it is.
All right. I'll go and open the
Sword
door.
room
This could
opens
be the
to
trap.
a mostly empty, small, square room, which leads further on to a strange-looking hallway. I say it is strange because the wide, tall hallway is mirrored, both left sides and top. It's like looking into an illusion because it gives a sense of infinite distance, since the mirrors are all bouncing the light against each other.
Hmm. It's just mirrors.
Square room leads into long hallway, and so all you can see so far is just this long mirrored hallway.
Oh god, that's definitely a trap. I already know that's gonna end up with me fighting my reflection. I already know.
There's a Zelda.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Hmm.
We're just gonna end up opening all the doors and ignoring your rooms, Garrett. This
You
fool
gotta
me
go
once.
somewhere.
Fool me 17 times.
What do you think?
Oh,
Should we give it a try?
I think just one of us goes in here to start off with, and let me do it. I will walk
Really
into the
want to.
room. I'll tell everyone to just hold back for a second.
Final answer.
Yep.
Okay, so the room, you do step on a pressure plate.
Fucking hell. This is what I'm talking about.
You are assaulted from below and above. Give me a Constitution save first of all, and a Dexterity save.
Jesus. Well, that is a nice flat 9 on the con save. Let me roll real fucking dice. 19 plus 5. 24 for the deck save.
Give me a D100, please.
That I will do digitally because I don't like rolling them in real life. Oh, it's a low number. 19. I'm immune to crits though, Garrett.
You didn't get crit, but
No.
poisonous gas rises
Jesus
up from
Christ.
below you. Just as you look down to see the green, deadly fumes coming up from an ingenious floor trap. From above, bladed arrows rain down upon you as though it were blackening the sun. 25 from all the arrows. Damage.
T5.
Uh, yeah. So you passed the dex, you failed the save. Yeah, you begin choking. This green, thick fog. You can't help but breathe in a little, even as you hold your breath and likely recoil from it. You immediately feel the effects as though you were drunk to an extreme degree. Everything is shaking and twisting. You feel like you're in a tunnel. You were going to lose. I'll let you roll it. 1d4 wisdom and 1d4 intelligence for 2 days.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
It's not forever,
48 hours of being
but
stupid.
it is 2 days.
That is 2 for the first. Jesus freaking jeez, Jilo. Oh wait, that's a D6. Hang on. A fucking 5. I was like, whoa, that's not even possible.
Wait, what did you
Jesus
say?
Christ, a 4 though. What was the first one?
You can put them where you want them. It doesn't specify.
Wisdom and what?
Intelligence, your brain. This poison attacks the brain.
Your common sense, your street sense, and your books.
That's to my total score, right? Not my modifier.
I cannot hear you at all.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, total score.
There you go. Yes, not modifier, total score. Though it will bring down your modifier, so keep that in mind.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to write it down, but I can actually like go do a temporary thing, right?
Yeah. Click on the actual larger number, and yeah, scroll up to the top. It says other modifier.
Okay. Neg 2 for int and neg 4 for wisdom. Jesus. All right.
You peel back from the choking gas, and as your friends kind of catch you as you fall backwards out of the room, face bloody from all the arrows that had kind of shot out at this with this pressurized gas, you assume, and just tore you up. You couldn't dodge. You dodged a lot of them, but you couldn't dodge them all. You kind of look up at them, and your head is just swimming. You see doubles of their faces, and you slap yourself trying to get back on track, but even still, it feels like you've had a long partying night, and now paying the price.
Mm.
Your thoughts feel slow and jumbled. But
And then I pass out.
the trap is activated, and a bunch of arrowheads lie on the ground, and you guys kind of pull back from the room, and the gas dissipates.
Well, do we want to finish searching this room then?
I can try to find traps.
Well, James did already find them, so...
Yeah.
Oh, that's the only traps?
I found the traps.
My thought was that there may be more traps.
That'd be smart.
Well, rest up. I'll push forward in this room and see what I can find. So, I'll move past that one trap and being cautious, trying to see that I don't trip any other possible ones in this room.
You, knowing what to look for, don't see any, tiles sticking out of place or tripwire or anything like that. Reaching the mirrored hallway, obviously, the hallway is entirely comprised of mirror on the top and sides, creating an infinite illusion of space should you look left or right. Are you going to continue down this mirrored hallway?
I'm gonna cast lesser restoration on myself to get the poison off of me.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm just gonna undo the.
You know what? This is... Before I do that, I will pull the cloak up that I'm wearing and put it on. That way it's blocking my side vision.
Okay.
And therefore I can't really see the roof either. And I will try my best to fade into the shadows and walk forward looking down, more so at the floor about 15 feet in front of me.
Okay. Choosing to actively not look at your reflections, I should say.
Correct.
Doing so, you don't see what's going on around you. You see only the ground, which luckily is not mirrored. That would be pretty difficult.
Yeah.
The hallway is long and takes a little while. You feel like you've been walking for a good bit. And noticeably has taken a downward tilt, going further downward still. If you want to go all the way to the edge, the hallway ends in a massive opening in the wall, with the stairs going even further down yet.
So it slants down into stairs?
Yes, exactly.
Alright. I'm assuming it's not really well lit at this point. So I will take out my lantern.
Just your dark vision.
Yeah, I'll take out the lantern
Yeah.
and strike it. And adjust the shade to where it doesn't fully illuminate the entire area, but still can act more so as a projection light.
You see into a massive cave. There's no better word for it. Your torch lantern cuts through a lot of the darkness, but there's an ocean of it. Being such a large room, you can't see really what's deeper within without going down the stairs and getting a little closer. But you have found just an absolutely huge area.
Alright, I'll call back to him and let him know what I found.
I'll hear something like, "There's a huge cave over here," and I'll just be like, interesting. And I'll continue down.
The rest of you going to meet him or going into a different door?
No, I'll go to meet him.
Yeah, I'll go meet him too.
As you're walking down the mirrored hallway, give me perception checks. I didn't hear any purposefully hiding eyes, so.
Yeah.
24.
Perception. 23.
Oh, okay. You fools! What have you done? No, just kidding. As you get closer to the edge, you can see Ixalan and his lamp. The mirrored, infinite sort of illusory effect. You take a little bit closer look at yourselves in the mirror, and they are indeed perfectly mirrored, just as you would expect. Till you get towards the end, and you both notice that your mirrored counterparts are making sort of frantic, occasional hand movements and gestures telling you to go back, and they're doing the stopping motion with their hands, and they're slitting their throats, and they're pointing at you, and they're pointing the other direction in a frantic, sort of crazed way. If you focus on them directly, they go back to being perfect mirrors.
I'm probably like trying not to look at them directly.
Okay. So just from your peripherals, you see your own self making these frantic, go this way movements, pointing the other direction.
Yeah, I see that weird shit, and I just kind of like look down or away or what the fuck ever. I'm just like weirded out by it. I'm not about that shit.
Not about that voodoo shit.
Not about that voodoo shit. Not today, Satan. Not today.
What about you, Jathis?
The mirrors don't remind you of the babe?
Yes, the babe with the power.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around and so please don't take it. Someone turn around and get the fuck out of there.
You're abandoning your brother?
Tell them no, quit trying to take my water, get out of here.
That does sound like a brother thing.
I'm gonna tell them yeah, I think we should get out of here. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, but none of it looks good to me.
Ixalan, Kalgath, what say you?
I'll just say, look away from the images. They're not real.
Yeah, but even if they're not real, I'm sure that they're probably not. You know.
Good.
Yeah.
Just ignore them. We gotta go find out where the sword is.
Do you really think it's in here, though? I mean, we thought that it was behind the door with the chisel. We were just trying all these other doors out.
Well, I'm covering my eyes just barely, like one of those half-ass coverings. Like I'm just doing bad at it. I'm just like got my hand over my eyes, but it's not doing anything. I'm like looking at Patrick, like, come on, the fucking door said it had a sword on it. All right, that's the best thing we got. Let's go.
I'm gonna take a few ball bearings and throw them out in front of me.
The stairs are not as ostentatious as the amber gold that you had been on from the last floor. They're large wooden, and you hear thunk, 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 thunk as they roll down. And finally, a plop of metal sinking into mud.
It can only be good.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like the ground conditions are too favorable down there.
Don't bring any horses in there.
I've learned not to bring horses around me.
'Cause they'll die.
Yep. I will.
Well, we know
continue
what's
on.
I'll let him walk forward first then.
Down the stairs, Calgath.
Hell yeah, do it.
Finally, reaching the bottom of the long stairs down, you are met with a circular cave with a deep, almost lake-sized pond. The water is icy blue, covered in patches of ice, though it seems to be rather quickly moving in a big whirlpool circle. The massive cavern is so large that you cannot see the top. Only occasionally you can see great stalactites high above pierce through the enveloping darkness. The wide, circular body of water has several huge chunks of rock and wood and other debris in almost concentric rings, though in random, occasionally moving spots within the tide. In the center is a disturbingly large, serpent-like creature, many-headed, twisted and coiling like enraged snakes. The Hydra awakens to your presence, some heads coiling defensively, others bearing fangs ready to go on the attack. The creature, unnerving, is pale like flesh. With its flesh-colored body and tightly coiled muscle, it writhes and flexes with ever-present power and dexterity. And we will need Roll20 for this one.
Jeebus crispy.
It's will.
I have not healed yet.
I'll wait for you guys to see it, because then we need a map. Sort of.
I see it.
John sees it.
I roll 20 up until literally right before you said it.
I'm going.
Man, where's Yark when you need him?
Shit.
So, the creature sits in the middle of this great pond, for lack of a better word. The Hydra, with around it, all around her, the flotsam and jetsam of these big boulders and wooden structures of some unknown origin. And anything within the blue circle is water. Ice cold water, in fact.
Delicious.
The Hydra's heads have fully awoken and stare at you with this sort of, ill intent. You can see it opening its mouths, its razor sharp fangs, biting and gnashing.
Does,
and you can
does it have a distinct smell of undeath?
Roll
I
me
think it would
perception.
stink. I think it would stink. That's all I'm saying.
It's kind of in the water.
I'll be able to tell you because I. Hang on, where-
Sir, what can I see with a 2?
Because
You only smell water.
undead are one of my favorite enemies.
Oh, yeah?
It is not undead.
Is it a beast?
Most likely. Hold on. Where's it? What tab is the Hydra on? It is huge monstrosity.
So it's a monstrosity. Okay. Nope, I don't know
Beasts
shit.
are like bears and stuff.
Yeah.
Are we rolling initiative
Not
here?
rising to meet it. That's up to you guys. It is slowly getting closer to you. You see it stick these almost vestigial hands out and sort of reach deep into the dark depths of the water and push its snake-like body forward as it slithers and writhes. What do you do?
I just say in a low voice, "Fly, you fools!" And the moment they start making their way back up behind me, I'm going to
Get all the expert.
no, extinguish the light and go into stealth and follow behind them.
Okay. You have enough time. The creature does not appear to want to leave its domain. The one thing of note, it is guarding these two huge doors. Like that's its purpose. If that wasn't obvious enough, it's guarding something behind it.
No, I figured he was here for a reason.
Yes, most things are.
Yeah, we go back up the stairs.
But you fly bravely,
We
bold
do.
Sir Robin.
Yeah,
Yeah, this ain't a Balrog. We're not dealing with it.
we the fuck out.
Okay, through the mirrored room. As you're going in the opposite direction, your mirrored counterparts make no changes. They are just perfect mirrors. You walk up the deceptively steep climb up, finally getting back to the strawed statue awaiting you.
Hang on,
What do you
guys.
do now?
I heal. I'm gonna cast some cure wounds. That is 12, and then that is 8. That should be enough.
Does the statue look any different?
No, it does not.
Well, it seems like the other ones have not been that eventful, and they all have some type of monstrosity bullshit behind it, so do we
I would
even
say,
want to deal with the dagger one, or do we want to go straight for the chisel?
I think this one is in fact the sword, and that we are going to have to fight that.
Maybe on some-
Well, I guess we need to deduce that before we actually decide jump into it for no reason.
What are we
Garrett,
talking
did
about?
you read that thing I sent you?
Yes.
That's up to you whether that's the
to fight-
case.
To
But
fight the Hydra?
that's apparently the official rules. But that's up to you.
We're debating on whether or
Non-consumable
not
stuff is taken up by my focus,
Right. That makes sense.
which is just my crystal dagger necklace.
Mm-hmm. Well, that makes sense to me.
All right. Long as we're all clear, I'm going to banish that thing.
I mean, do that to the Hydra.
I gained a spell slot even though my other one was taken up last level. I did not re-up my spell slots. I kept them used whenever I leveled, just to be fair that I'm not getting a free 5th level spell without a long rest. But I do have a new spell slot, which means I do have a 5th level spell now.
We didn't rest. Yeah, we didn't have any time to rest. Did we? Wow.
No, not really. I mean, yes, quote unquote, but
I don't know if we have time to rest between now and fighting this Hydra, but I can't do shit spell wise. I have 2 first level spell slots available. Now I gotta help everybody.
actually, I'm gonna do a different spell. But just as
So do we want to continue through the doors?
Which one?
We have dagger and chisel left, so
it's up to you guys. I want what's behind that Hydra.
Well, we can always go back, right? I mean, it's not like the fucking Hydra's going anywhere.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I guess. I just know we're really bad about going, we'll get that later, and then never.
well, if the other 2 doors don't provide anything fruitful,
Write
then
it down.
you can assume where we're going.
Well, either
Our
way, you can
main
still write it
quarry
down
is
even after
probably
we.
behind the thing.
Okay, but still, we can still go there even if we find the sword. It's not like it's gonna hurt anything.
So, chisel, dagger.
I guess we were checking out the other rooms. Chisel first is my
Let's
say.
just go chisel. That way we can actually do what the fuck we want after.
Chisel, pointing that direction. Dominating this room is a 12-foot tall model of a dark castle with high walls and tall spires. Behind the large model, tucked in a corner, are some ruined furnishings and a wooden chest. There are many drawings all about this room on the table, on the bedside. The math and geometry of it make it clear work that this is the work of an architect.
Why does everything in this motherfucker have to be so ominous? Can't you have a room filled with rainbows? Why can't Strahd have a guilty pleasure? You know?
Yeah, we just haven't found the room yet.
I want to scrounge through all of those drawings.
Doing so, you are not an architect as far as I know, so some of it is a little lost on you. But you can see the plan of a great castle taking shape from a sort of reinforced first floor, these heavy wooden beams supporting structures and support beams all around it, leading to a beautiful, tall second floor. Which leads to a sort of less auspicious but just as impressive third floor, and these big pillars which further support the angles on each side at north, south, east, and west. And then you have the walls themselves, which are these well engineered feats of an intelligent designer that has these supporting beams that'll prevent like a direct assault from trebuchet or something like that. It has these curved, kind of upwardly curved sides to make any direct assault very difficult. And there's all this math and all this shit involved. And you can find a story to be told if you collect all the parchment, and you can see it coming to life until finally it is the model in front of you, Strahd's castle.
Yeah, I'm taking all those, and I'm going to every single night until we get there, go through them with the intent of trying to find passages and ways to siege it.
Siege.
Or not siege.
Sneak in, all sneaky.
Yeah.
Bypass defenses.
Penetrate it.
Yeah.
But you do note there are some passages which are sort of grayed out and
Breaking up there, Garrett.
You do note that there are some passages which are only like charcoal gray outlined that are not written down on the index that you can only assume to be secretive. There's probably a lot of good knowledge to come from this if you so wanted to study it.
Yep, going to do that.
You take the impressive amounts of parchment and kind of jam them into your bag as best you can.
I shoot the chest with an arrow.
Twang! The arrow
And
hits wood, nothing happens.
wonderful. Dathis, will you check this thing for traps?
Yep. Oh wait, I can't because I have to rest.
I would if I had rest.
Yeah, all right.
Uh,
I'll check for traps.
yeah, I can't do that. I think.
I think it's sleight of hand that checks for traps. It's been a while. I think that's what we decided.
Oh, I thought that was like a spell.
Well, he's not a spellcaster.
Let me see. When you attempt to act of legerdemain or manual trickery, such as planting something on someone else or concealing an object in your person, you can do that. GM might also call for a dexterity check to determine whether you can lift a coin purse off another person or slip it out of another person's pocket.
I should have known. It's perception. Everything's perception.
Yeah.
Character actively looking for a trap can attempt a wisdom perception check against the trap DC.
I rolled
Auto
a
sleight of
22.
hand, but of course, everything in the universe is perception now.
22 perception.
What about you, Ixalan?
Same.
Oh,
Wait.
well. Both of you decree that this is not trapped.
We open up that baby and see what's inside.
Well, the chest is not locked. In fact, it's just a chest.
Awesome.
There is a journal. There is a beautiful quill. It looks to be from some rare bird. It is multicolored and well taken care of. And they both lie upon a red velvet, not, what's the fucking thing you put around your neck when it's cold? You know what I'm talking about? A what? No, a cloth.
Kerchief?
Yeah, that.
Oh.
They seem to be lovingly placed down upon this red velvet cloth.
Mm. Well, I think the quill should go to the board men. Pat, you got any interest in a pretty feather?
I'm just trying to think of what purpose it serves.
You may learn that when you put it in your inventory.
When you write the book on this adventure.
Yeah, man, why not? Can I examine it? Will that help me to better understand?
How about we just
Just
give all 3 items to him? That way he can start logging a journey of his transformation and his new way of life.
well, the journal is filled out. It's not an empty journal.
Can I read the journal? What's in the
Of
journal?
course.
He's like, Jesus Christ, read the fucking journal.
The journal belongs to a wizard named Artemis. Artemis tells the tale of being known for his brilliant engineer work. He has made several ships of note. He has made a lot of mathematical advances. And one night, as he was sleeping, a vampire materialized in his room and took him hostage. He was forced to construct the plans for Strahd's castle, making it nigh impenetrable, fucking Discord, as well as having all sorts of traps and tricks for anyone that would dare assail the vampire. Not that anyone would even have the power, but he toiled away, his last few entries being the near completion of the castle and his suspected oncoming death, as it is classic to kill the architect after they've made something beautiful and unassailable.
Hashtag Death Star.
And seemingly proven right, that is his last entry.
Is that whose robes I'm wearing?
You do not know.
Hmm.
There is no corpse in here, but there are no more entries.
That is pretty fucking neat.
Does the journal say anything about the feather or the kerchief?
No. You could probably assume that was his riding feather, maybe a favorite one.
Oh, okay.
His riding quill.
And the other
Yeah.
thing is just a chief.
Yes.
Hmm. You put it on, and you're like, well, it doesn't feel magical. Do I look magical? Does it go with my eye?
You look fabulous.
Just.
Anything else about this room?
At a glance, that's all you see.
Okay. I suppose we move
What
on to
about-
dagger, but go ahead.
What about at not a glance? What about at a perception?
You did detect something, but you didn't find it.
That's why I asked. What else would be here?
We detected something magical.
Yes.
Yes. Well, those are all the tools you've seen. You'd have to look deeper in.
Oh, I can do the text magic again, and that'll make it out.
Oh, you could do that. That works.
All right, detect magic.
If you want to, cheapen the process.
You see Dathis start doing like a little strut around. That's his way of casting detect magic.
Like a chicken.
Below the wooden chest, there is something with a strong magical aura.
All right.
Below the wooden chest or at the bottom of the wooden chest?
Below/within.
Okay.
Knowing
You,
what to look for, it doesn't take a lot of genius.
Yeah.
It's false bottomed.
I'll take out my
All
dagger
right.
and whittle the seam to see to loosen it.
Pries open quite easily. Let me give you a description. Within is a book. It seems to be a nondescript spell book, but for anyone even slightly attuned to the magical underlyings of the reality, the weight of this book is pretty substantial. Its bindings are a red, bright red, and there's a wizard's face kind of embedded within it. And you can almost smell the magic energy coming from it. But it is a magic item, not a wizard spell book.
Okay.
I will take the book.
It
Yeah,
will
sure.
require attuning or identifying, as all magical
how
items
do you attune to an item?
You spend
You
an hour.
spend, yeah.
You basically spend an hour focusing on it to have it attuned to your soul essence.
It fills up an attunement slot.
Is it reasonable to do that while they go check out the dagger room?
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
You guys consent to that?
Yeah, sounds good. I would say
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it next to the statue just in case, so you're nearby.
All right. Good luck going and getting sacrificed to whatever the dagger room is.
Indeed, the dagger room. The dagger room seems to be dedicated to some sort of dark summoning circle, a pentacle shape with many strange details on the inner and outer design of it. It dominates the large floor, with a stone podium in the middle. Skeletal corpses line the floor, dozens in this large empty room. On the podium, there's a small leather notebook bound with a simple clasp.
Hmm. I yell from the other room, "Don't trust whatever's in there."
Yell back. We don't trust you.
Yeah, but I'm in here.
Um, John, thoughts?
Yeah, I would say we didn't. Nothing magical was detected in this area.
Nope.
So
You didn't detect anything magic.
There's some traps on in this area. I can't unless I rest. I can't do anything about that.
I mean, I can check for traps, no problem, but it's more so we didn't detect anything magical, so we don't need to worry about any type of animation or something with the podium or anything like that. I would say uh, tie an arrow, tie some rope to an arrow, and see if you can basically target the book, like puncture it just enough and yank it back towards us.
Yeah, sounds.
Give me a hit roll for the book if you want to do that.
Are you sure you want
A
to do
hit
that,
roll to
John?
stab the book that is stationary.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on how much force you put into that arrow. I wouldn't want to penetrate the book itself, but just enough to hmm, hook on the cover. I don't know. Let's see what I have in my inventory. The only other thing I can think of is lassoing the fucking book.
Lasso. What is that?
He thinks everything's trapped, so the floor is lava.
You never know. Says the guy who
Okay.
jumps into rivers of lava.
Hey, I'm
Be
just saying.
careful.
Am I wrong, though? But did I die?
Uh, I will. How far? How far into the center? Like, what's the radius of the pentacle on the ground?
It's pretty large. It's like 100-foot room ish. So 50 to get to the direct center, which the stone dais sits upon, likely for occult reasons.
All right. I guess I will walk to the edge of the emblem and see if anything happens. Not
Nothing.
crossing the threshold of it.
Nothing just yet.
Any ominous feelings or anything other than this feels fucked up?
Just the one previously. Just the current ominous feeling.
All right. I will kneel down and touch part of the sigil on the floor, the carving.
It appears to be painted on. Uh, the thin layer of white paint uh, placed upon the rock. It's older now and has kind of lost a lot of its luster, and parts of it are missing and chipped away.
All right, that was my next question. If it was still intact, if it was, I was gonna basically interrupt some of the design.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Maybe keeping something in is my thought.
But since it's disrupted, then that means that there's nothing else.
Yeah.
All right, I will step over one of the lines.
Yeah.
Garrett,
You didn't hear me?
no.
Oh. The
Quite
suspense.
silent.
Nothing happens.
All of that and then nothing.
Yeah.
Not a single thing is wrong.
I gotta start rolling dice.
Or is it?
I will continue walking up to the podium, avoiding any skeletal remains to not disrupt them.
You have to kind of leapfrog, not literally, but you have to take wide steps here and there. There are quite a lot of skeletons in here. Getting to the dais, you see that there's a big stone podium, large and menacing, holding this small journal on its center, and there's a huge goblet, stone as well, on the ground to the side, and it seems to be stained red with blood. The journal has a small clasp upon it. The emblem is a black griffin in front of a castle, the classic emblem of Strahd himself.
Does it look to be just like a simple carving, or does it look to be some type of indention?
Which one? On the clasp?
Yeah.
Just a simple indention. Like,
Will it match the same size as the ring?
oh, I see where you're going. Probably not.
All right.
Not specifically. It's not a locking clasp, it's just holding it together.
Okay. I guess I'll grab it.
Grabbing it.
You hear me in the other room chanting, "Yumogwe Faizita."
Grabbing it, nothing continues to happen. Calgath. Something happens.
Okay.
You feel attuned to this book.
Oh shit.
It is indeed a wondrous item.
Oh shit!
It is a tome of understanding.
Sad.
Upon attuning to it, you divine quite a few mysteries of the universe, of how the world actually works, the inner webbings of time and space and reality. And as you read the secrets on the page, the second they come in contact with your eyes, they disappear. For only you to see and only you to know.
I gained 7
your-
rolls.
Oh God!
Jeez Louise.
Your wisdom score increases by 2.
We'll take that poison.
As
Yay.
does your maximum amount for that score. So the ceiling raises by 2, and your ability score raises by 2.
Okay.
That's pretty bad.
Don't think you'll ever be able to hit 22, but just in case you do, you can now.
Yeah.
Nope, that is 18 now, but
Don't you have that negative to it?
no, I used like
Restored himself.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
restored. Yeah.
Um,
Awesome, man. Super good for a cleric to have more wisdom.
As you close the final page, and you have this sort of Doctor Strange return to your body moment, you reopen the book, and the pages are blank. The party returns, or doesn't return. Dathis returns to, no, Ixalan returns to Dathis, journal in hand. What do you two do now?
Let's proceed back to the statue and meet up with Kalagath.
When the fuck did I get a flail? Okay.
Kalagath seems a little wide-eyed and shaken as you return.
Mm-hmm.
Algath, what's the deal, man? Did you learn something new while we were gone?
No, I stared at this book for hours, and for whatever reason, it's just blank. I don't know what happened.
Does James retain
weird.
the information that he learned?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really crazy.
Have you tried writing in it since it's blank now?
Yeah, it's weird. The ink just disappears.
Oh,
Don't mess
shit.
with it, though.
Oh shit. Is it named Tom Riddle?
No. There is a stupid snake thing in here, though. Even though,
Snake-like.
yeah, snake-like.
Tubular.
Yeah. Totally.
Any change to the statue now?
Nope. Just a stone statue.
All right, fellas. Well, it
You
seems
guys
like
ready
we
to
have
face
only
this
one option.
fuck?
Yeah.
Yep. Let's go after A, and we can always go over to the other rooms after we finish this one.
All right, Garrett, we're ready to fuck this pig.
Did you not want to read the journal?
Oh, yeah.
I thought we did.
I thought I did read it.
No,
I thought
wrong
that was
journal.
the
Yeah,
summary.
No, yeah. No, the journal you read. Talking about the one that I got. Yeah, I'll
Yes.
Oh.
flip it open and read it.
Just because, well, yeah, I won't say anything. The journal, reading through it, as soon as I can find my goddamn notes. The journal is scientific in its note-taking. Each corpse appears to have a notation and number, where Strahd had killed them in various ways, beheading, drowning, burning, on and on. The final, angrily written conclusion Strahd himself had made is that only the blood of someone who loves you can summon whatever dark gods had cursed him. Only fratricide allowed him to achieve this, to kill the one person who would ever still love Strahd in his heart. Only the noble Sergei would never give up on Strahd, and severing of this bond was powerful enough catalyst for the unknowable dark magics that made him the devil of the land. He could not repeat it, so in anger he abandoned it.
I want to reanimate
telling-
Sergey.
Are you telling me that love is the thing that's gonna win the day?
Oh, and friendship.
Love and friendship,
And a sword.
Well,
and a sword to stab in his fucking
So
face.
if I made Arena drink a love potion and she really did love him,
Oh god.
how would that go down?
So-
That's like super double evil.
Super
so
meta.
You're telling me we need 2 other people and some rings to summon Captain Sergei to fucking fight Strahd?
No, he like did.
That was the blood upon which Strahd made his empire. But maybe if you guys had, someone, a brother that loved you unconditionally, you could sacrifice.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
James, put up on that.
I've already lost 2 and a frog.
It's true. All right. Well, where do we go from here? Let's just
Well,
go
our
to
only
the.
option
We gotta go.
The Hydra, unless y'all want to rest.
I think we should rest and then go kill the Hydra. Who says rest and then kill Hydra?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do a rest.
Want to kind of bar that door from that creature.
Yep.
That stalker from leaving.
Right.
Fuck that. Do we have any more of that silver juice?
I'm pretty
We
sure
can make
I drink
Strahd
all
drink
of
it. And then just kite the golem all the way to his front door.
James has been playing too much WoW lately.
Yeah, you're
Jesus.
cheesing it.
You gave me the kobolds once, Garrett. I can do it again. Like 19 kobolds just beating the shit out of this guy. He's just like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh god, Jesus. Action economy.
James wants to do
What's
like a
that?
bit
What
vanilla and kite crawl all the way to the fucking Stormwind.
Yeah. Fucking kill everybody in that wedding.
You guys ever see that game Two Worlds? You remember that shit?
Jeez. As a matter of
I think I
fact,
remember that.
James, I think, was a bit young for this, but John should remember me talking about Two Worlds in such a loving, careful way.
Yeah, those were plenty of times talking about Two
People-
Worlds at GameStop.
People would come in and they'd be like, "How was this game Two Worlds?" You need to watch your fucking.
This game looks
Put that
awesome.
down.
What's wrong with this?
How's Two
It
Worlds?
is-
Imagine getting ravaged by 2 homeless men.
This-
Two
This
Worlds
looks
is
like
one
a
of the
fun fantasy
shitty.
game.
Two Worlds is one of the shittiest things ever created.
Oh man.
The speed run for it, right, is like in the starter town, the big bad guy at the end comes out and says like, I killed your parents, now you'll have to fight me later, or whatever. But you can aggro him before, like you just run behind the barn where he's like standing there menacingly, and you aggro him before, and the whole entire fucking town fights him, and then the credits roll as soon as he dies. So it's like a 15-minute speed run.
It is
That's
one of the
great.
dumbest fucking games ever to grace the fucking eyes of any human being.
Beautifully coded.
The concept.
Why would
was alright.
they? Yeah, that's true.
They were trying to copy
Like Fable or something.
no, Elder Scrolls game, Oblivion.
Yeah.
And what they did was they made a game that made you want to kill yourself and join Oblivion. So
You know, like what was it? Far Cry 2.
get fired, man. Swear to God, fucking game. I told you about
Whichever
this
one
shit.
was the malaria one, I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
one of the copies that gave you
Fucking Far
infinite
Cry.
malaria, and I couldn't
Yeah.
beat it.
Yeah,
So did Patrick.
I'm glad. I had no idea that I didn't know anybody else who. I had no idea.
Yeah,
I
I
know
thought that
even.
only happened to Patrick, honestly.
I got an early copy, and I'm sitting here playing it with everybody in the room. I'm like, I fucking died. I don't know what happened. Well, I'm gonna
Uncurable
start over.
malaria.
I'm gonna start over. Walk back and get malaria and fucking die. I'm like,
We
there's
look up
got to
the
be a
guide.
problem here.
Yeah, we look up the guide.
No,
It's like, oh, you got to get this medicine. The medicine wasn't fucking
Yeah.
there.
I get the Yeah, there's no fucking medicine. I'm just like, this is the worst fucking game ever. I was, and I get it for free, so it was not worth it.
All right.
So,
Resting
you
up.
guys, resting up.
Resting up, and then we're gonna go
Licking your wounds.
punch some faces.
Anybody taking watch or anything?
God
Yeah,
no.
I'll take.
I don't want to see any
I
more
only
of this.
need 4 hours, so
Anybody
I only need 4 hours of rest. So I'll do it.
else?
I sleep
Yeah,
like a fucking baby.
I'll take watch after him. It's fine.
Alrighty. So, between the two of you, let's see who's the lucky winner.
Oh, gee.
I got a dirty 20 on perception.
You'll be one then.
You see a bat fly out of your ass.
I got 14.
You'll be two. Ixalan, the night passes quietly, deathly quietly. It's so quiet in these tombs. The thick walls kind of insulate any sound. You feel as though, people could be getting murdered only one section away and you wouldn't be able to hear it. So it's nice, but unnerving a bit. Your watch passes. Dathis, your turn. Your bird-like senses pick up, but there's not a lot to see here. It is totally bereft of any shiny object you would be interested in, or any bug or mouse that you would keep track of. But deep into the night, you do hear a thunderous crash. It's very loud. The other two of you, roll me perception.
Do I wake up from the...
Yeah, you probably will.
27.
Okay.
Uh,
I have
That is-
I have a passive of 20.
Yeah.
I have a passive of 18, but
I
I
have a passive
rolled
of
a
18.
9.
Yeah.
You are all very perceptive, passively or otherwise.
Yeah.
It's pretty loud as well. From behind you, where the amber staircase was, it sounds a lot like something had fallen through and hit the ground with shocking force.
What could that be?
I think we should press on.
Maybe.
Guys, what if we manage
No.
to get the Hydra to fight it?
No.
That's an
It's
interesting.
not going to have any interest in him. He's just going to want to kill Patrick, and then the Hydra will want to kill Patrick, and then everything will be
I
bad.
was about to say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we will all just fucking die.
They're just gonna like fucking bro fist and then murder us.
Pretty
Everybody
much,
wants to kill
yeah.
Patrick.
Fucking
Unless,
T-pose over our
It's,
dead corpses.
it's
well,
the cool thing to do.
unless for some reason we get the Hydra to think that it attacked it.
The only thing we can do is to get Patrick to jump down its throat, and that way the golem.
What if the golem actually ends up walking into the water and sinks down below in the whirlpool?
Eh. I'd just rather fight the Hydra.
Alright, well, we're doing that anyway, so.
Yep. All
Knuckle
right,
up.
how can we? What's our plan? How do we want to go about this?
Well, you don't have much time left because you hear thundering footsteps coming from the south where you entered from.
In reading any of the journals, did it mention anything about the Hydra?
No, it did not.
Fuck.
I have a spell that allows me to paralyze the monster. That's all I can tell you. Let's go.
Alright,
Yeah, let's do it.
we head on
I
down.
have a high hope that he's not very wise.
The golem has reached the area that you had entered from, and it encounters yet another barrier. You guys had come in from a doorway crafted out of the stone, and it can't quite fit through. Taking a look at it, though, you see cracks and crevices all through the rocky amber body of the golem. Looking at its hands, you see they have been chiseled and broken and knacked, is the correct word. When you see stone knack something, there are now like these sharp, brittle, broken blades instead of hands. These pointy, sort of beaten down objects. And you see why, as the golem sort of mindlessly takes them and smashes them into the wall, shaking everything around you, creating this loud thunderous noise as it slowly makes its way through the rock. But you do have a rock wall in front of you at the moment, so.
Let's do this thing.
You
Do what thing?
go after the Hydra. I mean, isn't that what we have to do?
Yep.
But is the Hydra going to be able to get through? Is really the best question. Do we need to fight the golem before we fight the Hydra?
No. I don't know. Fuck.
Well, honestly, our best bet would still be go to the Hydra, because it seems like every single wall that golem goes through, it damages itself.
Yeah.
So I say we do not need to worry about that golem.
Okay. All right. Let's
I think
go
we
in.
kind of do. I think he's gonna get through like mid-fight with the Hydra.
You think so?
Yeah.
If you want to fight him, we can fight him. I don't care.
I mean, I could shoot spells at him through the doorway till he dies.
I can summon some animals to attack him.
He's like literally resistant to all damage, though. Pretty sure after our fight with us, I like went and looked at like stone golems, which is probably the same stats, and they're not easy to kill. Oh, looky there. All right, I'll roll it up on the dice. Odds are ignore. Evens are fight that Hydra bitch. Well, that is a nat 20. And that is even. So, for glory, we'll be going to fight that Hydra.
Hydra it is.
Sort of
The nat 20 has spoken.
cruelly leaving the golem to its fate. You continue down to the Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
Clippity clop is about to get bopped.
The Hydra's heads, as you reach it, uncoiled yet again. Its rest disturbed. It makes as you can see from the picture, this sort of array of attacking heads ready to slash out at you. Currently, it has how many heads does it have? We'll just say 5. Yes, that's fine. Yes, some sit in the back more tactfully. Others kind of lash out as though it's trying to bite you even from this far away.
You're saying that it has ass heads?
What?
What?
Some of them are in the back. I'm just curious.
Yeah. It doesn't have a cloaca, so it has to do something. Yes, the great pool of water in front of you. It will take some deft maneuvering to get close to it. You can see in front of your characters. We kind of have to play this one by ear, but these are boulders or wooden like structures from some unknown debris, or just rock that's risen up or something like that that allow you to jump on it and stay out of the freezing cold water. If you're going to do something crazy, it's going to have to take an athletics check.
Mhm.
But you'll have to kind of jump around, except for people who can fly and otherwise. So,
Yeah.
well, it's 8:40, and this is probably going to take a while. So does anybody
Yeah.
have other uh, needs?
No, none at the moment.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
I mean, if you think the combat with the golem would be quicker, we could do that.
It would be, but wouldn't get anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question is, Gary,
So-
Yeah, man.
have
Let's
you
do
ate
it.
yet?
No, but I'm okay.
He has not eaten. That's
It's just sad.
Man, I don't know how you wait this late to eat. I would fucking
I don't know.
die.
I've always been like that. I don't know. So roll initiative.
Right.
Fucking hell.
12.
That is a 9.
21.
Okay. I wouldn't expect it any differently.
Stats are in roll 20.
And okay. Ixalan, you were quick to the draw.
Is the Hydra in the water, or is it on something in the
It
water?
is. You see its body bobbing out from under the water, so it appears to be in the water. Yes.
Okay.
If only I had fucking lightning. Shit.
Fucking lightning.
I'm gonna make a Tempest Cleric next.
I have lightning bolt.
Oh, you do from the thing.
Yeah.
Ixalan, large area. It's about 30 feet in between the debris, as you can kind of see from the terrible drawing, and roughly 300 toward the center, where the Hydra sits waiting. What do you do?
Excuse me. What's the ground conditions look like around the water? Like the embankment.
Muddy, but fine. Otherwise, just muddy, wet.
All right. I will bonus action hide and start circling around.
So you begin your movement. It is a large pond. You start going around the side. Dathis.
I'm trying to look at the stats for a couple of different animals. I don't really know which one would be the most beneficial in the circumstance. a plesiosaurus, a hunter shark, or a giant constrictor snake.
Oh, since we're looking at this now, what are there any physical components, material components for this spell? Because that was a
No,
point of contingency about
no,
no. Oh,
no.
okay.
I checked that before I sell this. Um, you know what? Let me look this one thing up.
Well,
Giant poisonous snake.
usually my spells are like a twig and some sugar, and I'm like, yeah, that's I've
Mine
got
are
it.
just like concentration stuff.
His are the love of his animals.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The love of killing other things. Yeah. I'm gonna summon 8 giant poisonous snakes.
Whoa.
Well, how about that?
8
Pretty even
again, huh?
match now.
Well, it's the quarter size that helps me out. I don't think that there's a better option. I can summon fucking 8 giant weasels.
It's just
I mean,
fucking
I can.
it's just Weasel from Deadpool.
Yeah, that would scare the shit out of Hydra. Uh, okay. So yeah, 8. I'm gonna summon 8 giant poisonous snakes.
You do so.
I'm very tempted to do divine intervention again.
I don't know. I gotta get a
Ti-
piece of paper.
Tired of
Write
these
this
fucking snakes
down.
on this fucking Hydra.
Oh, I forgot I have to write all the shit down.
I would have to roll less than 10 for my deity to.
Well, the reason why I wouldn't do the poisonous snakes is because for every time
Poison
they
damage.
bite, yeah, they have to roll for poison damage, and if they fail, they take 3d6.
Not looking good.
You summon your snakes. They coil all around you like some sort of saint, as your namesake might be. What else do you do?
Well, I think that's all I can do, right? That's an action.
You can move if needed.
Oh, fuck them. Well, I'm not getting anywhere near that motherfucker.
Okay.
That ain't happening. Stay my ass way the fuck over here. How far away am I?
300 feet.
300 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a. Says I can do this at 600 feet. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'll stay where the fuck I am. How about this? Me and my snakes will move a full movement toward. Oh wait, Am I in water? I'm not in the water.
Not yet.
Okay. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna
If
sit and
he's on the
chill.
rim, he's 30 feet from it, right?
No, if he's on the rim, he's still 300 feet from it. It's 300 feet to
Oh,
the center.
I thought it was 30. Jesus.
No, it's
Okay.
30 feet
30
in between
between
the doors.
objects.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can
Okay.
jump to a different object, but if you want to do something crazy, it'll take more. Calgath.
Fucking Missy steps on like 30 feet. I'm going to use Channel Divinity, and it's going to be my real Channel Divinity.
Oh.
The thing that this like Ranger Cleric class actually does is whenever I Channel Divinity, I can make something take 1d4 extra damage from every hit from everyone.
Wow.
And I get to stack that for each Channel Divinity I use. I only have 2. And it's an action, so that's like my turn, but everything that hits it will deal an extra d4. Which isn't a
All right.
lot, but that'll add up. And I'm
It
going
is a
to
lot
have
when
to say
there's.
it doesn't apply to the snakes, because it says
Why
your
would
allies.
the snakes would be your allies? I thought.
That's up to Garrett.
I think, yeah, they're allies.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to be fair.
I can tell them what to do when they fight for us. So I mean, I would assume that counts.
I will raise my
You
necklace
can
and
haste summoned creature.
speak
What?
a prayer to Aristil and channel divinity.
Beautiful prayer summoned. Some green healing light cascades down from above, and you can see the shimmery glitter kind of cascading over this huge, monstrous creature. Uh, you all feel that you see its vital points better now. Are you moving, Kalgath?
I suppose I can move. I guess just to the first square here. Yeah,
Jump
yeah.
over. Let me-
Good enough for me.
You all see the Hydra starts moving and pushes debris out of the way as it gets closer to you steadily. That's all I can do for now. This becomes. It is now 260 feet away. Wait, no, 240 feet away from at least Dathis.
So let me ask you a question. If I electrify the water, does it have an extra effect because of the fact of electricity and
I
water?
don't think it like stays there like fucking
No,
divinity.
but like if I like zap the water, obviously it has a more potent. It should have a more potent effect, but I don't know if it actually
Oh,
does have that.
Because it is magical, it does not follow the same laws of physics that regular electricity does.
Okay, cool.
So,
mm.
That's actually
magic
a
electricity, not real
no. That's fine. That's
electricity.
actually a positive. I was hoping that it did.
You just didn't
'Cause
want
I
to
don't
shock
want to.
me.
Yeah.
No, man. I have 8 snakes, man. Last thing I want to do is
No,
kill all of them.
I'm worried about the snakes, bruh. Fuck
Snake
you.
BQ. Ixalan.
um, still being all stealthy. Go ahead and I'm gonna hop on that first piece of debris to the northeast of me. Yes, and I will crouch down on it and position myself to kind of blend in around.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes.
You are marginally closer to it from the flanking side, Dathis.
Say that again.
Your turn.
It's your turn.
Oh, it's just something. All right. I will send all of my poisonous snakes to move closer to the fucking guy.
The
Dathis,
fucking
the were-raven zookeeper.
Yeah, the fleet is moving out.
Yeah. Um. And you can tell me. I don't really understand. So it says range 150, 600.
150 is the closest that you can shoot
Oh,
without
okay.
disadvantage.
Minimum and maximum.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's what I thought. But I was like, man, I don't want to assume that and be like,
And remember, whatever spell's concentration, you can cast another spell that isn't concentration or
yeah.
attack.
Cool. Right. Um.
I put what my channel divinity does in
Yeah, y'all have to tell me the damage total. I ain't remember that for
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to read that.
So 10 turns.
All right. I'm gonna shoot him.
Shoot him.
17,
Uh,
21.
21 hits and 17 hits.
Okay.
Give me 1 second while you calculate that damage. I'll be right back.
And James, it's just 1d4 for now?
It's just 1d4 for now. I'll add another d4 next turn.
All right.
Either that or I'll do a guiding bolt and give somebody advantage. Who goes after me?
Me.
Do you think that like is worth it, or just do the next d4 and let everybody have that?
Um, Well, it doesn't. I mean, even if I don't get to attack it, whoever makes the next attack on it.
Okay.
So I mean, Snake could have it's the next melee
Yeah.
attack on it. So
Yeah,
it's still
before my next
beneficial regardless.
17 damage. in total.
17 damage total.
Did you add your D4?
No. It's
Add your
D4 for each one.
For each attack, yes. Each
It hits.
instance of hitting him.
So that's 24 in total.
Okay. A little better. A little better. A little better.
Yeah.
A little better. Yes, the arrow flies into its fleshy, pale, unnerving body. You see it take the damage and recoil, but it keeps trucking along. Anything else?
No, that's all I got.
Okay, yeah.
I channel divinity again.
There is now an ever-present, slightly green, slightly white aura around the creature, as though it was hit by fairy fire.
Now it is 2d4 to every attack.
Wow.
Use it wisely.
2d4 for every single attack?
Every time you hit him, 2d4.
Jesus.
Use it
Make a
up because
move.
he's about to come fuck me.
You moving?
No. I will stay put.
The Hydra does.
Hmm.
180 feet now.
Yes.
Depends on his movement. Does he
Uh,
move 30?
Interest of time. He moves a little faster. How about that?
Yeah, like 60 feet, whatever. He's gigantic, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one step for him is big.
Well, he
He's
moved
got-
60 feet last time.
Oh, no. It works.
Yeah, he's getting very close now. He's picking up speed as he kind of unearths himself from the like watery hole he was in, and is now sort of swimming towards you instead of just kind of jerking himself out of the mud. He's getting quite close now,
Hmm.
dangerously close, you might say.
Say that bit again about a watery hole, Garrett. That's slow.
Instead of he's like, wait, are you being serious?
No,
You
no.
fucking- I was like, oh, I was chewing on something, I guess.
Oh.
This guy, Ixalan.
How far away from it?
Can't even shriek.
You on the flanking side should be like 120 away now.
Alright, move me another 30 foot and I will continue to hide.
Why not do like your full, like your 60?
Well, if I do that and getting, up on it,
Yeah.
I won't be able to do anything. So I'm waiting until I can actually do something on it. Actually, yeah, I'll use my action to move another 30 foot.
Quite close now.
So action, movement was my movement, and my bonus action still is to hide.
Well, as far as I can tell, I don't think he'll see you as long or whatever.
Give me your stealth check. Did you this round?
I didn't do it last turn, but that's a natural 20.
I'll take it.
Jeez
So
Louise.
33.
Jeez, I can see it. Yeah, I had no chance of.
33 what?
He couldn't
Stealth.
have interacted with you.
Like Megan's perception when we did Pathfinder.
Just, why do you even fucking roll? It doesn't
You can roll a 1.
Yeah, that's why Garrett doesn't even ask me to do a performance check on my bard.
I get it.
48.
You are fantastic. I haven't rolled anything. I know. Let's go.
Dathis,
All right.
creature's getting close now.
How far are my snakes from the?
They are 60 feet away from it as it rockets towards you in anger.
They can't move 60 feet. I don't think, at least. What's their fucking movement?
30-foot swimming speed
Yep,
for snakes.
Damn it. All right, yep. I'll get them to move 30 feet. And I'll shoot him some more.
Hit him with it.
Each hit 2d4.
All right. 17 and 24.
Both hit.
Do this math.
Yeah, there's like almost no way you can't hit this thing. Huge.
23.
I mean, he might be armored.
$35 damage. Sure. Hello?
We can hear you.
Hello? Oh, yeah.
Okay, now you're coming
I
through.
was writing it down. So, as you strike out with your bow, the arrows you kind of perfectly position to snap off a spinal cord. The power and accuracy you put in your bows is second to no living creature. And one head, barely hanging on, sloughs off and falls into the water. Another head, almost sort of reacting to it, turns to the left to watch its own self fall. And you just snap it. The spinal cord snaps back, and all the skin slowly pulls away from its neck, and the second head falls down into the water as well.
Now, does each head have its own health?
You don't know that.
Oh, they're going to grow the fuck back.
Don't know that either.
It's a Hydra, man. That's what Hydras do. That's like.
Other than, being hailed.
Oh, yeah.
That's how shit works.
I'm going to get as many hits on him as I can, actually. I'm going to summon Spiritual Weapon, and that will do an attack. 21.
That hits.
Six. Oh no, I'm sorry. 10 plus 2d4. 18 total for the first hit. I'm writing. I'll give you a total.
Okay.
And then 2 personal attacks with the longbow. 26 hits probably.
It does.
27 also hits. Jeez, I am
hits.
getting it, boy. First attack 13 plus 2d4 and 1d8 from Divine Strike. That's 20. Second attack, which did hit on that. Just a 1 there, but 2d4.
Caligas said he wasn't fucking around.
It's not.
6 plus 6, 12.
Yeah, some math, do math.
18 plus 26 plus 12. Quick maths. Somebody.
46
plus
46 it is.
12?
56.
There you go. 56 fucking damage. Right in his ass.
2 more heads are severed as your relentless strike begins. This creature is kind of flowing into no man's land. Its huge size and ominous aura seemingly to have no effect as you guys just belt it. And the weak tendril neck skin seems to just slough away from your assault. Hydra's turn. From each head, 2 more grow.
Yep.
How am I gonna mark this? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. And it gains... It seems to stitch back together. At least in some way. 40. Some of its wounds remain, but a lot stitched back together as it grotesquely, out of the holes that its heads once were, 2 more slither out as though newborn, but they rapidly fill out, becoming flesh-like, white, ichor-colored, and is full of flesh and blood suddenly before your eyes. The heads coalesce into this array of them. Now made ever more dangerous by your efforts.
Fucking hell.
Hydra moves. And it's going to hit you and the snakes. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Right. Gonna try the front line of snakes. What's the snakes AC? I think I have it here actually.
14.
Okay. So, okay, let me do these fucking snakes. I'll do you first, Calgath.
Okay.
What's your AC?
Well, I have my bow equipped and not my shield. It is 16.
30 damage.
Jesus Christ.
A bite from the head on the left, a bite from the head on the right. The snaking tendril assault is too much for you to shake off. And the rest, well, the other are snakes. Hit, miss, hit. So, D10 plus.
Oh, yeah.
The front line of snakes are dead.
They all took over 11 damage.
Yes.
1, 2, 3,
A good
4.
point.
All right.
4 snakes remain. Was that all the heads? Fuck. 2 more for you, Kalyath.
2 more. What?
Snake bites, not snake
Is
bites.
that 30 more damage?
Hydra bites.
Is that
It
30
is 20 more damage actually. A lot of flat numbers. The roiling mass of heads stand in front of you. 2 mostly. Ixalan's on the flanking side, but the 2 of you see this Medusa in front of you. It's now a legion as it coils and twists and bites. It's massive, huge array. Ixalan, it's your go. Now 60 feet away from you on the flanking side.
60 feet. Oh, god damn it. Alright, move me 30 feet.
Sure, I'm out of spaces, but 30 feet more. Yep. 30 feet away.
I wanted to save this just in case, but I'm going to Misty Step onto its body.
Oh, you do so. Pretty huge. You can't. It'll take some effort to get on a head, but its body is pretty much motionless.
Yeah, I'm not worried about any of the heads. I'm not attacking heads. I'm attacking the body.
Okay.
Seeing all that shit, I'm not attacking a head.
Wise.
So I will attack it. It is a 24.
That hits.
Alright, so that is 12 damage. Let me get all my d6. Is the sneak attack, is that going to count for the channel divinity?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Faux show.
And 23 more damage.
Mm-hmm.
Was that what is it? 16 plus 23? Is that what? Plus 4? Or did you already do it?
That was the 4
What's
act.
the total? Okay. Okay. Taking steps to purposefully not attack its head. You don't chop any off, but it does certainly know you're there now. Certainly.
That'll end my
Damage to
turn.
it. Dathis.
All right, now my snakes are all up in its business, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna do
Can
I'm gonna
be.
do my they're gonna move and then
Mm.
do their deal, but I'm gonna attack it first, shooting at its body. Let's see, and the 2d4 thing still relevant.
Yes.
Oh, nat 20, yeah,
Oh my god.
and a 27.
It's hard to
Yes.
avoid striking a head from this distance. So, yeah.
Or should I do like a disadvantage to try to shoot at the body?
Yes, or take some steps somehow to like Ixalan did. Like either call your shot or do something creative. Otherwise, it'll just be random.
I don't. I mean, it's a big old glop of fatty arm, leg, sharpie thing.
Yes. And its heads are all in front of it, and then they're kind
Yeah.
of biting at a crazy pace. So
Okay. I don't know. I guess I'm
ride the
just gonna
wave.
shoot at it and hope
Okay.
for the best. I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um.
Nat 20 certainly hits.
I do want to do the chart on that one.
You got a D100 for me?
So 20 for the rest of the damage. 33.
33 is double damage.
Oh. Okay.
And add 2d8 to
A
every
little less than
hit.
the middle. Just a regular nat
So
20.
36 damage
Or
in
I'm
total.
sorry, not d8. Fucking d4. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 36 damage in
36
total.
damage.
Yep. All right. Now for the snakes.
One of his heads slops off.
All right. It's just the opposite of what I want.
2 heads left?
You joking?
Well,
2,
11.
4,
not,
6,
I mean,
8.
2 main heads.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta do these all individually down. Okay. That's no hit for one. No hit for two. Snakes are the worst fucking animals in the face of the earth so far. 19 to hit.
That
One
hits.
hit. And that's 13. That isn't it.
One hit.
Fucking terrible shit. It's all right. Uh, 13 damage.
Damn. It's pretty substantial for a snake.
Well, it's got that 2d6 shit.
Oh,
As
that's
it's
true.
helping it.
2d8.
Or
2d4.
2d4, I mean. Yeah. And then it has to make a DC 11 con save.
It might. It's always possible.
You never know.
Where's my
We've
tab?
seen zeros.
Yeah, it could be that one. You never know. I'll
So
roll
if
it out.
if it passes, it takes 11 more damage for 24 total. If it fails, it is 18.
It passed.
Okay, so 18 damage in total. And that's my turn.
Pretty substantial still for a little old snake. If only they all hit.
Yep, motherfuckers.
Calgath.
Well, I'm going to cast Hold Monster and end my concentration on the summon weapon. It'll dissipate.
See.
He has to pass a Wisdom 16, or he will be paralyzed for as long as I am concentrating.
Oh,
1
shit.
minute.
God.
Oh shit.
And attacks do not take it out of whatever. Like you can hit him. Unless
Ooh.
unless
shit.
paralyze has another effect.
I can make a target saving throw on my other. He gets to save a turn.
16 wisdom. Yeah, it's a save return.
You made it sound a little more serious.
Oh yeah, my bad. He does
Like
get a
this.
chance to undo it every turn, yes.
Oh my god.
He
He's
has
not
one
wise.
body.
He's not wise.
He shares one body.
15. That's still pretty good for him.
Failure.
Nowhere does that say it stops his regenerative effects.
No.
Don't think it would. So this becomes 2, and his wounds stitched back together a bit. He now has a gratuitous amount of heads. But he is frozen in time.
For 1 minute, which is how many rounds?
In
10.
goddamn rounds. Ixalan.
Alright, hang on.
Do what you can. I just can't cast any concentration spells. That's all. That's
No,
all.
That's perfectly fine because it doesn't matter. Because they're paralyzed, all hits are criticals.
Oh. Oh my.
If you go to conditions and you read it, a paralyzed creature is incapacitated and can't move or speak. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a
Advantage.
critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Scared
So for
I'm
me,
so-
that's all critical hits.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I have 6 health.
You have 6 health?
I have 6 health. I had to.
Do you even want
Jesus.
me to roll it, Garrett?
I don't want you to. No.
Well, all of your attacks hit, and they all get plus 2d8, and they're all crits apparently, and they're all advantage.
Yeah,
Well, wait, how did they just automatically hit and have advantage?
So
Yeah,
if you're within 5 feet of them and you attack them, it's automatic crits. Everyone else is advantage.
Oh, within 5 feet.
So because
Oh,
I'm up on his ass stabbing him, I automatically
and you're
get
flanking.
crits. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't even have to have
Oof.
advantage. I automatically have crits.
Do it up, boy.
My
So-
one tapping.
I'm not even gonna. You know what? Just for the fun of it. Nope, I rolled a natural 19. All right, so let's see here. And because of that,
2d4 per hit.
yeah, I'm actually gonna bonus action attack again. So for the first attack,
I am like DBZ
17 for the
concentrate
first hit.
screaming at him.
You said what now?
17 for the first hit.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Bonus attack. 17 again because I just rolled the exact same fucking duplicate numbers.
Mhm.
And now the sneak attack. And I'm gonna just keep it straight double. There's no point to roll the fucking crit table. That'd be ridiculous. Even
Yeah,
though
I
it'd be
love that
funny.
crit table.
I don't know, Garrett. You want me to roll the crit table?
Why not, man? I think you should. Come on, it's fun. What's the worst that could happen?
Chop Solid's heads off at once.
Yeah, that would be fucking terrible.
No, it
We love the table, but we hates it.
Up to you, man.
What is 65 on the table?
Great question. Let me pull it up. Let's see. I think that might be triple. Pretty sure it is. I think that's like the very beginning of triple damage. 60. Oh, that's actually a disarm, which would turn into double damage since it's a non-creature,
All right, so
non-armed creature.
double damage still. All right, so
Yes.
so far 34 damage. Sneak attack alone.
I'm getting like amped up from this fight.
Sneak attack alone was 56 damage. 56 plus 17 or 56 plus 34 is 90.
I always do some shit, and it ends up being like just a catastrophe for the boss, and
So-
I'm not even like trying to do it.
So 90 damage.
I'm like bad luck in the good way.
Did you like see the power that its heads hold, like the secret of the Hydra, and instead just chop through its chest and like fucking cut a hole into its heart? Is that what you do?
Yeah, I just
He does that
relentlessly
that
start-
Muslim dance where the freak's at, and he starts dancing around that motherfucker, and then he just hand through the chest.
I relentlessly just start carving into its body to find its source of fucking life, to sever that from its fucking mortal being.
It has 3 ugly, pale white circular hearts, which you sever.
Which you are looking at.
Pale white, almost see-through blood erupts, covering you in a wave. This giant creature, frozen in space still, but you can see its still beating heart, pushing out this ichor, is pushing all of its lifeblood, and as though somehow it gets even paler, and you can almost see through its skin a little bit, like those fish where you can see its bones, as all its life energy just pours out of it, and all it can do is stand back and look at itself in abject horror, not knowing what's going on.
That ends my turn.
It's dead.
I was about to say,
Sneak attack was
does that not end his turn?
the short
Yeah.
sword was 2 doubled to 4 plus the 5 plus 2 on each d4. That was both attacks the exact same damage, and the sneak attack was a 5, a 5, a 4, a 4, a 2, and then both d4s rolled 4.
I knew with what we were going up against that I would have to use that because I've never used it.
My God.
My secret weapon.
Yes, the Hydra has many strengths, but it is stupid and unwise, and fell for your enchantment quite easily.
I hope
As-
so.
as well as being blessed by the gods for each attack to strike harder. Damn,
Mhm.
can't believe it. You guys were gonna get eviscerated next turn.
Oh, dude, I was at 6 health. I was like, I gotta fucking do
It probably would have eaten you and killed you.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's the power of it. As you chop off, if you hit a damage, its head chops off, and then on its turn, it recovers the health, and 2 heads pop out. So the next turn, you have double the amount of attacks coming right back at you. And you guys had like fucking 24 attacks coming.
Okay.
But it's dead now. Woo!
Yeah,
Thank
I read you
God.
have to either kill its body or kill all of its heads.
That's why I wasn't going for any fucking heads.
Hydra, just to finish this up quickly. The Hydra guards 2 huge stone double doors. Though not quite as tall as the giant beast was, these doors are quite massive and require a combined effort to open their long unused mechanisms. Which I assume you do, unless you want to hang out here with the Hydra.
We all do, including our barbarian friend who is not here. We all open the door.
Let's loot its body.
The doors lead to a much smaller room. Significantly smaller than the huge cave you just exited from. But this is a true room, with beautiful ceramic tile floorings, wooden walls with tall, elegant arches. Within, several pedestals are lined up. A beautiful breastplate lies upon one, a sun emblem forged upon the armor, in beautiful golds, reds, and oranges. Upon another, a toy knight made of wood, holding a small sword in a striking motion. Upon yet another, a knight's helm, heavy with only a small eye slit, a brass half-sun decorated on the top of the helm, giving it a sort of sun crown. Upon the centermost platform, a hilt hovers slightly above the platform. The hilt is simple, but clearly well made, a silver alloy strengthened and purified many times over, giving it an untarnished and consistent silver hue to the strong metal. The blade is missing.
I'll go back and get the sword from the statue.
Didn't we see a hiltless blade somewhere? Or that probably we wouldn't have gotten.
I don't have any. I don't. I'd probably have
I
to
don't
go back
remember
and search
anything
for
about
it.
that.
So there is a breastplate, a toy soldier, and a helm.
Mm-hmm. And a hilt sword hovering in the air.
It's just a hilt. The blade is
Just the
gone.
hilt. The blade is gone.
I'm gonna reach over and grab it.
Grabbing the hilt, you hear a voice. It's coming from your own mouth, actually, Dathis. Your tongue moves to form the sounds, your vocal cords producing words that you never consciously spoke. The rest of you see your dear friend suddenly speaking, and looking quite shocked to be doing so. From out of Dathis' mouth, in his voice, he says, "What manner of foul creature disturbs my rest?" And with that, we'll go next time on D&D.
Oh shit!
My God.
That was an awesome session. Excited.
That was
Ready to
super
see
neat.
where the shit goes.
Loved it.
Oh, Caligan.